guys, I apologize for the mess and for the wind. We're about to get storms here. Oh, let me get that out of the way. I was watching, actually I was watching Gavco. Got to give credit to where credit is due. And he was honestly, well, partly the inspiration for what I'm going to talk about here. Sorry, I'm still straightening stuff up. I've got bits and pieces and odds and ends everywhere. But he put a video up a while back about customizing a Ka-Bar BK7. It's a really cool video, about an hour long. If you're getting into customizing knives, it's really cool just to watch, just to see his process of it. And he got me thinking about a knife that I love, and I gotta be honest, this is the first knife I ever received. My dad gave it to me as a gift, and I love it. I've used it on so many campouts, it's unreal. It's a beautiful knife, or it was at one time, and it's been through years and years of abuse. He got it when he was my age, or the age that I am now, sorry. So I always said, you know, I'm going to keep the knife and pass it on to my kids. Well, I think what I'm going to do is make my children their own knives and redo this one for my dad. This is it. It is a, sorry, my wife's sleeping in the background. It is a Caesars. It is a Caesars knife. It just says Caesars quality stainless. But that's, I mean, it's so you can barely see it. Pretty good sized knife. Fits well in the hand. It's got a couple different grip options. It used to have an extra little finger, I think they're called choils. I'm still getting, you know, used to the whole knife lingo there, and that's gone. It's not a full, it's full tang, but I don't think it's the full width. Yeah, I look at it, it probably is, and then the wood's just shaved. But this is gonna be kind of difficult for me because one side is whole and the other side is not. So I don't know how I'll tackle that beast yet. Maybe I'll do 2 woods and a spacer. I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to redo this knife, and part of what I'm kind of looking at doing is turning it into this. I'm going to call it the Sod Project, Sod 2.0. Sod because that was his nickname as a kid. He liked to play in the dirt a lot, and he kind of picked that up as a kid, and it stuck with him. I mean, even my uncle calls him Sod occasionally. So I basically just laid the knife out, outlined it, and this is pretty much what I'm going for my design. I know it's crude, but basically replace the finger choil, elongate the handle because he's about the same size I am, and so his hands are about the same size, and as you can see, that's not much to grip onto. So maybe just give him a little more of a grip for like another grip option, and that's about it. I'm thinking I'm going to do some really nice dark wood that's like what's on there. But I'm really looking forward to it. I've got to take this old wood off, take the pins out, and then, oh, another thing I wanted to do is polish this blade really well. I mean, just polish it to mirror finish like it is now, and put a really good edge on it, and then get some etching material. That's not going to focus. And etch sod into the top and make it his knife. And then I'm going to make a leather sheath for it as well. Probably something that rides pretty low. If this was the sheath, maybe have, you know, an extra couple inches up here to the belt, and then a snap, so that way you just reach down at the hip and pick it up. Just something really comfortable. So it's something I'm looking forward to doing. I love this knife. Like I said, I've used it for years, and hopefully I can, you know, fix it up and give it back to my dad, and he can get some more use out of it as he goes camping and whatever. So that's a project I have planned. Kind of do another update. The Silverfish is done, the little pocket folder I did, until I get some higher grit sandpaper, which probably won't be till later this week, next week. And then I'm going to also do this. I've got to get some resin to make the micarta, and I'm going to get hopefully I'm gonna get a new Dremel, because what I've got now is this, which limits me to about 20 minutes of work every 3 hours. It's actually got some battery right now. It's not a bad little Dremel, but I think I'm going to use it more for detailing and polishing, and then use the other Dremel for actually working the steel. And that's pretty much all I have. So I plan on getting a Dremel and a vise, and maybe getting something to update my table here. I might just cut a piece of plywood, move my bench or my stool here, and just take it all the way across. The original plan was to get a workbench, but looks like the funding for that's not coming through, so that's my next project that I'm really going to be working on, is this. I really want to get this done. I'd prefer to have this done before I even do any more work on this. So that's what I'm looking at, the SOD 2.0. And if you watch this video and you know who I'm talking about, please don't mention anything. I would love for this to be a surprise. My dad doesn't watch the internet. My dad doesn't, whoa, it's getting really windy. My dad knows how to use a computer but is not fond of the internet, so I don't have to worry about him finding this unless someone tells him. So those of you who know him, please do not mention anything. And hopefully within the next couple hours I'll have this broken down. It's put on there really well. Some good old craftsmanship that I've got to break apart just to redo it. So that's an update I'm doing. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the subscriptions. I've only had 1 or 2 comments. Really like the likes on my videos, and appreciate it. You know, if you guys have any comments or suggestions, ideas for new projects, let me know. I'm also making a file knife. I'll be making 2, one for my wife and one for one for myself, for our survival bug out bag. So I'm gonna actually make the knives for those, and maybe I'll show you more of those later. Until then, this is Chaotic Burn. Have a good night.